Hello guys, Counterfactual History here, and I'm here with part 2 of All Quiet in the Trenches. And in the last video, we got forced from the trenches by the French, and one of our men got injured, but we are now safely behind the front, and, setting up camp and just waiting for Schmidt-Bauer to recover. So, there's the brief little recap. I know I pissed off my superior officer because I didn't grab enough supplies, because I was too busy shooting at French people, but oh well. Anyway, so apparently Schmidt-Bauer wants to talk to us. So we'll go over there. Oh, never mind, not Schmidt-Bauer. Nurse. Ah, you're Schmidt-Bauer's Unteroffizier. I'm Nurse Elizabeth Ritter. I organize our small field hospital here. Don't worry, Schmidt-Bauer is doing pretty well. He will soon recover from his wound. I'm honestly glad you were overwhelmed so quickly. The shorter a skirmish, if you were dead and wounded. Current workload? There's a lot to do, but we're used to that. I wish I had more time for some patients, but at least we're usually able to react to emergencies fast enough. Let's see if we can offer assistance. We could use some helping hands. One or two people would already be of great help. Her Unteroffizier. Yeah, we'll accept that. So, yeah, formal, motivated. So she just said something about defeat is good. I guess I want to question that. Defeat is good. As far as I'm concerned, certainly yes. The lieutenant can throw a fit about losing the trench line all he wants. But I'm content with not being overburdened and nobody dying under my care just because we don't have enough time for proper treatment. I'm not going to reprimand her for that. It makes sense from a nurse's perspective. I'm glad that you see it that way, too. There are some people in this camp who believe that the war will be decided right here. Complete nonsense. They want fame and glory. As a nurse, I know. There's only agony and death to be won here. Very true for World War I. Oh, Schmidt-Bauer. Let's see. Wait. Did I misclick? There we go. Don't worry, her Unteroffizier. It looks worse than it is. Nurse Elizabeth is optimistic that I will make a full recovery, but I need rest now. Thank you for visiting me. Personal issues? What do you want to know, her Unteroffizier? Origin? I come from a small town near Leipzig. I teach at the boys' high school there. I never go to the big city itself, though. Far too repulsive these days. Leipzig has become huge. More about origin? We still have honest craftsmanship. Not everything is done by machines. And we don't need any Poles with us to take on any work. What's happening in the rural area? Terrible. If my home region were to be overrun like that, I would certainly stand against that. Where I come from, we preserve the German culture. Okay, so, a little bit racist. That's swell. More? Things are rough at my school. Retired teachers and kindergarten teachers are now stepping in for men like me, while we're off at the front. The longer the war goes on, the worse the situation at home. Exceptionally true in the case of Germany. I don't know what else to say about this at the moment. A family? Grown man requires a wife. Who else takes care of... Oh my gosh. Care of the house, laundry, and kitchen. And now I realize all the more important how important a woman is in a man's life. In relation to her, he takes on his God-given role that can fulfill him. Here without wives, we all run the risk of getting confused. Okay, so, a bit sexist, a bit racist. Now that there's a war, thank God we don't have children. I dread the thought of leaving a woman behind with half orphans. But anyway, I suppose the Kaiser will take care of all those who are left alone after the war is won. I don't know what else to say at this moment. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to actually tell him to return to duty. I'm sorry, her Underofficer, but I am not well at all. Nurse Elizabeth told me it will be a while yet before I'm back on my feet. Sure feels that way as well. And let's say I wouldn't be of any help to you out there. Yeah, we're not going to enforce discharge. Yeah, no, never mind. But he's respectful. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Number of turns remaining, 2. Yeah, so we gotta set up the camp first. Is there anything else? Tent camp. Oh, field kitchen. Welcome to the camp, Her Under Officer. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Anton Zielinski, your field cook. I'm afraid I can't cook anything for you right now, though, as your squad hasn't been allocated supplies yet. Better contact Feldintendant Hennick. He's responsible for your supplies. Okay. I'm not gonna talk to the lieutenant. You're the new group's under officer, right? Feldintendant Hennick, responsible for supplying the troops. I'll allocate some supplies to your group immediately. This should last you until the next supply shipment. Talk to me if you need anything. Here's to good cooperation, Her Under Officer. Next shipment? It'll be a few more weeks, but the next shipment of supplies is coming soon. Alright. I think we don't need additional provisions just yet. But we could always offer help. Oh, I don't have anything I need your men for, Her Under Officer. Why don't you ask her lieutenant? I'm sure he'll find something for them to do. I don't think me and him are on the best speaking terms right now. Oh, okay, so assist in the hospital is depressing, but that's fine. Anyway, let's see what he has to say. Wonderful. I just got the delivery from the Feldintendant. What size ration should I give your people? If you want to do something good for them, then I would suggest double rations. Just talk to me whenever you want to change your troops' rations. Okay. Currently serving them in regulation issue rations. Our storehouses are sufficiently filled, so no reason to worry. I wish it was always that easy. I have tempted to double the rations, since they, you know, just got done fighting in the trenches. Yeah, we'll do double rations. I'll change that after a day. Let's see, what's at the tent camp? How are you? He's neutral. Origin. I guess we'll ask all these people about their origin. So I'm a boiler operator at a steel mill in Castle. It's hard work, and they rely on me there. I started working at the steel mill because my old man has been a foreman there for a long time. But I earned the job as a boiler operator all by myself. It's honest work. Something for real men, where you can show what you're capable of. I don't know what else to say about this at the moment. Family? Got a wife and son at home that I'm mighty proud of. The boy just turned 1. Surely he'll miss not having a man in the house for now, but not much we can do about it. I don't know what else to say about this at the moment. He did pretty well, but I don't think we need to grant a reward specifically for him since we're giving all of them double rations. Please, Her Under Officer, I need a break. I'm completely spent. Origin. I am Viennese. Well, that is my adopted home, and that is where I belong. I grew up near Spire. My dad was an authoritarian man. I think that benefits me here now. I don't know what else to say about this at the moment. Family? I am married and have 3 children. I also, and especially as a scientist, ask myself what this time will do with the women who have now been left alone. But surely you don't care for that. The survival of the people depends on the careful and responsible behavior of the housewife. We know Her Under Officer. My wife is doing her duty. Alright. I think... Where's Cumberbunt at? Ah, there he is. Personal issues. Origin. I grew up near Munster and went there to take up my studies right before the war broke out. Thanks to the fraternity, I had a very comfortable room. All in all, I was doing very well there. But now that feels very far away. Like another life entirely. Sometimes I can see my mother in front of my inner eye, back in our little apartment, all alone. I don't know how she would be able to handle it if I didn't make it back from the war. I was always jealous of the children in the worker settlements of the factories. My family, we lived in a single room above my father's workshop, and of course that alone always made me an outsider. My life has been full of such injustices. Sometimes I wonder what I did to deserve that. I don't know what else to say about this at the moment. My father is a craftsman, but my parish has always been like a second family. Just like my fraternity back in Munster, or like our unit is growing on me. I'm never alone. I'm an only child. My mother had a lot of time for me and looked after me. That was nice. Otherwise, I didn't have a ton of friends or anything like that. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like having siblings. The way it was, I was quite lonely sometimes. I never fit in, was always the outsider. Except in the church, there's clear rules about how to behave to belong. I mean, I wasn't lonely there. From an early age, I spent a lot of time in the church. Okay. Is there anyone else to talk to? Not really seeing any other areas. We should be good to go for now. Sunday, March 7th, 1915. Young Ackerman seemed made for war, strongly built, with an energetic voice, and never short of a quick-witted reply. Nothing and no one could harm him, at least not easily. Just saw him carrying 2 crates at once into the camp with quick steps, while Fromm already seemed to be struggling with just one. When he passed a heavily panting Fromm on his way back, he roughly pulled the crate out of his hands with the words, "Leave it to me, Gramps," hoisted it onto his shoulder. Taken aback, Fromm watched him go. I commend your strength, Ackerman. I encouraged him. He huffed triumphantly. I should think so. If only you had more like me, the war would be won in no time. Hey, I didn't finish reading that. Anyway, Sunday service usually lifted the spirits in the camp, especially among the more religious of the men. Accordingly, I was relieved when a military chaplain finally came by, and many of the soldiers rushed to the opportunity to listen to his sermons. As usual, Cumberbunt was first among the pious congregating at the service. Still, as their small procession passed me by, he took the time for a brief chat to tell me, "You know, Herr Unteroffizier, I think I could lead a sermon too. Before I came here, I studied theology, and after all, and we would no longer have to wait for another man to undertake the arduous journey." What else did he say? The war would be won in no time, and with that he disappeared back into the camp. Okay, nothing too important. So he wants to be the preacher. Sure, he'll lead the sermons. Alright, from now on you'll be leading sermons, I decide. For a moment, Cumberbunt began beaming from ear to ear, but he quickly calmed himself and turned somber once more. "If those are your orders, of course I accept," he told me with a respectful bow before hurrying to catch up with the other soldiers. Nice. Tuesday, March 9th, 1915. When I met Elmer Fromm, I was relieved. According to his file, he could also have been a doctor in the field hospital, and I had expected him to be frustrated and hostile. But he seemed relaxed and composed about his appointment to simple military service. It takes me away from my work, he admitted, but what's a few months? He shrugged. Okay, so he wanted to be a doctor. I don't want to tell him it won't be long now, because obviously the war is, gonna drag on for, it's 1915? 3 more years. So, it's not gonna be a few months, but I don't really want to demoralize him. We can ask about it though, I guess. A few months, I asked? He took an even prouder stance than before and nodded. In a few months, there will be an important conference of the Wednesday Psychological Society, of which I am a member, in Vienna. They will be expecting me at that date. All the esteemed experts will be there. Alright. I can't promise that'll be possible, honestly, but I hope it will be. And I'll just give him a heads up. I can't promise that'll be possible, I warned him. He looked at me condescendingly, as if I had told him the earth was flat. "I won't miss this conference," he let me know. Without being dismissed, he turned his back on me and stalked off. Just figured I'd give you a heads up, but sure. Anyway. Okay, let's get to the field kitchen. Talk to him. "Herr Underoffizier, our supplies are running low. I'd love to give the men more, but as long as the supply situation remains uncertain, I will only serve standard rations. And maybe we should think about giving even less so we can make our stock last longer." Yep, maintain rations. My heart aches at the thought, but given the state of our supplies, lower rations might be in order, lest we run out. Maintain rations for now. We got 2. How long will this last? 2 turns. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Village outskirts. Oh. Bonjour, monsieur. Are you the Herr Unteroffizier whose people pitched their tents right there at the camp entrance? My name is Mariana Laroche. I am one of the village elders in our community. Since I can speak German, I try my best to mediate between the residents of the village and the soldiers here in camp. So, she is probably French, based off of her name, which most of the war was fought on either, well, most of the Western Front was fought on either French or Belgian soil because of Germany's early advances, so that does make sense. Can we ask for food? If you're in urgent need, we can share it with you. I hope you won't forget our willingness to help, monsieur. Yep, we need food. I'll collect food from the villagers for you, monsieur. Send one of your people over to pick them up later. Okay. Pick up food from the village. Let's see. Cummerbund is the compassionate one, so he'll assist in the hospital. Oh, we got a new guy. Let's see. Haven't met him. Morning, Herr Unteroffizier. I'm Lotzi, the new guy. How do you handle all that military etiquette stuff? Personally, I find it all a bit ridiculous, to be honest. What do you want to know, Herr Unteroffizier? Standard issue, origin and families. I'm from Hanover, Herr Unteroffizier. There's not a lot more to it. Tell me more about it. Do you really want to know more? Phew, so my father was also a metal worker. I had a normal childhood, I guess. Normal for our class. No privilege whatsoever. I'm proud of all the things being built and developed in Hanover. You should see the steam engine and the mechanical weaving mill. 500 horsepower. I don't know what else to say at this time. Family. I have 4 children and a wife. I've never abandoned my family. That's all you really need to know. Didn't I already tell you? Well, of course, my children are very much in my mind. My youngest was born just before the war started. But that's my business, Herr Unteroffizier, with all due respect. Okay. Let's see what he's good at. Good physical condition, trained in shooting, and he's a neutral. Somewhat outspoken, somewhat sociable, somewhat courageous, somewhat unpatriotic, very pragmatic, and somewhat tolerant. I think I can get along with him. We need someone to pick up the food. We're gonna send this guy there. Oh, and Fromm could be a doctor, so he's trained in first aid, so we'll send him there as well. See about the rest. Herr Unteroffizier, I urgently need people to keep Mitbauer conscious. We're doing what we can to treat him, but we can't be with him around the clock. If he drifts into unconsciousness at this critical point, we may not be able to bring him back. I thought you told me he was doing fine. Okay, here, you'll be the one to keep him conscious. He'll assist in the hospital. And let's see. Though, then again, we do kind of... Well, no, he's in good physical condition as well. He doesn't really have any... Somewhat sociable. So we'll keep those 2 there. Let's see what the lieutenant has to say. These villagers are suspect. I keep hearing stories of attacks by Franks Tiers on our comrades along the front. Organize some patrols through the village, Herr Unteroffizier. Show the French who's in control here so they don't get any foolish ideas. Okay. That's got 2 turns remaining. We'll do that. Let's see. Alright. Is there anything else? I don't believe so. So he's exhausted. He might need a rest. So we'll let him rest for a time. Alright. Yeah, that should work. And we got this pretty well set up. Alright. Tuesday, March 23rd, 1915. When I saw the soldier Alfred Lotz at camp, he was inspecting his assigned rifle with great interest, almost as if he was memorizing the design. It works just fine, or do you have any doubts about it? He's sociable. Let's make a good-natured joke. I made a good-natured joke to start the conversation. Never seen a rifle before? Where was it you went to basic training? In Gunlessburg, he quit back immediately. Well then, go ahead and familiarize yourself with your weapon. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. I was about to move on when he said, do you also think that the war will soon be over? I faltered. According to the military leadership, we are far superior. Of course, God is on our side, or are you in a hurry? I mean... I mean, I don't really believe it, but... let's just... I mean, we can, you know... Yeah, we'll just say according to military leadership. I don't know how religious he is. According to the military leadership, we are far superior, I said cautiously. Though it's not. And the military leadership is always right. He said in such a drawled manner that it sounded rather ironic. Well, I had been the one who had started the casual jokes, so I left it at that while he turned his attention back to his rifle. Okay. Okay, we need to patrol the village. Let's see. Do you know that, Herr Unteroffizier? When you feel so good that you no longer think about certain things that used to make you feel bad? Anyway, that's how I feel right now. I don't know why these experiences don't burden me anymore, but I won't question it. I grew up near Munster and went there to take my studies right before the war broke out. Oh, never mind, we already heard about this. Okay, let's see. So, men are in a good mood. We got rations for 6 turns. So they're all resting. We need to patrol the village. Somewhat tolerant. Very intolerant. So he's also... So we need people who are tolerant. So these two, the more experienced ones, will go. Wait. Offer help? You want to help us? Excuse me, Monsieur, that is surprising. Well, if you really want to, we can always use some help with the field work. We'd be grateful for every man you can spare. Yeah, let's keep them in good graces. That's very generous of you. Yeah, we want them in our good graces, because, you know, they just provide us a bunch of food, and they can become, you know, rebels. There's a pub in the village, Herr Unteroffizier. Cumberbutt and I would like to visit with your permission. Grant reward? Okay, never mind. Trip to the pub. The villagers will disapprove of this. Let's see. Ackerman, he'll help with the field work. We'll wait for the pub. At least for a little bit. Headquarters, let's see. Oh no. Herr Major is planning an attack. Prepare your men for battle, Herr Unteroffizier. We'll be at it again soon. Is there anything else? We have a few prisoners of war in our camp that need guarding until they can be moved to a prison. Until then, it will be your responsibility, Herr Unteroffizier. Okay. Guard captives. Okay, well. We'll have these two guard the captives. Yeah. Okay, field work. We can wait for almost all that. What's this guy want? Herr Unteroffizier, we still haven't been resupplied. Let's hope it won't take too long. The delivery should have been here a while ago. Unfortunately, I don't know how long it will take to get to us. Does he need help? Glad you asked, Her Under-Officer. The artillery is using a lot of ammunition these days. My people have already complained that they can hardly keep up. There's no harm in having more helpers to load the cart. We'll take as many as you can spare. Great, I'll let my people know. Alright. We'll have to wait for a little bit. Engagement in 2 turns. Okay. Let's hope that all goes well. Huh? Alright. Let's hope this goes well. Saturday, April 3rd, 1915. We were preparing for the imminent operation a few days from now. The mood was tense enough, but it seemed to weigh particularly hard on Cumberbunt. When he had heard of our upcoming deployment, he turned pale, and the fear had not left his eyes since. Is everything alright? I asked him carefully. Perhaps there was some way to help him handle the situation. He looked up and sighed deeply. To be honest, no, Her Under-Officer. The thought of going to battle and possibly never returning. He gulped and lowered his gaze. I nodded. Every soldier knew this fear. You have to learn to live with this fear. Together we'll come through. Just do your duty as a German soldier. That one's too harsh. That one's okay, but I feel like, you know, since he's young, he probably needs encouragement. Together we'll come through. Together we'll come through, I promise. You and I and all our comrades. We just have to watch for one another. With a faint smile, he glanced over towards the other men and seemed to find a glimmer of hope again. I'll do what I can, he promised in return, and returned to his task, slightly less gloomy. Alright. Oh, it's bad weather. Hey. Alright, let's see. So we have 1 engagement. Prepare church service. He's got to do that. Field work. And we need someone to unload the cart, so he'll do that because he's strong. Let's see what he has to say. With everything I'm already going through here, now there's also this miserable weather, as if the whole world was conspiring against me. Church service? Yes, I'm currently preparing the next sermon, Her Under-Officer. The men are very grateful to you for giving me the time to prepare them. I kind of would like him to go to... We'll leave that be for now. I'd like to send him to the trip to the pub as, like, you know... We'll do that. I don't know if we can do the trip to the pub. Well... Oh, yeah, no, he is not a good person to send there. But we can have them rest. I think we'll just have to accept the fact that we're not getting to the pub. What a shame. Can't let my men drink themselves, you know, to a hangover before combat. Low supply stock. Heat wave. Standard rations. Yeah, okay. What's wrong with? Her Under-Officer, the latrine is filled to the brim. Someone should take care of that before it overflows. Yes, probably. Can evoke nausea, increases chances for disease. Someone needs to do it. He's already feeling kind of unhappy. He's probably the best one to do that, unfortunately. I'd hate to just, you know, be like, congratulations on recovering, now go clean out the shitter. But, you know, it's fine. Nope. I've been discharged from the field hospital, Her Under-Officer. I'm ready for duty again. Congratulations, I already sent you to do a task. Let's see. Oh no. One of your comrades is guilty of the most heinous crime a soldier can commit. Desertion. Gather your people immediately to hunt that traitor. Find deserter. That is certainly regrettable. Trying to decide what. Where did he go? I feel like we might need to postpone the church service. Just to try and find the traitor. Yeah, we've just got too much going on. Are you sure, Her Under Officer? The services always fill them in with hope and new strength. Well, ass, you surely know what you're doing. Yeah, let's go find the deserter. That should take care of almost all the ones we can do. Alright. Friday, April 9th, 1915. When I faced Soldier Schmidt-Bauer alone for the first time, he stood expectantly in front of me, impeccably adjusted. Your orders, Herr Unteroffizier? You can count on me. He spoke clearly and devoid of humor. The old fellow was a bit too eager for my taste. I liked his obvious meticulousness. Nice beard. If he wants to be serious, we'll just have him be serious and like the fact that he's meticulous, I guess. As well as the respect he showed me. Very well, soldier, I said in an authoritative tone. Do not disappoint me. I won't, he said, then suddenly became a little bit more confidential in tone. You and I, we have to keep our group in line. Sure, he'll be a welcome asset, I guess? I don't know what he means. Absolutely, I agree with him. I'll get back to you on that. He seemed very pleased. Inami encouraged me. Then we exchanged complicit glances once more before parting. Okay, I don't know what that means. All gone, sighed the man on the other side of the table, taking the last sip of liquor. He was also an Unteroffizier. His group was camped next to ours, and our men often spent their free time together. A rat infestation had destroyed the group's food stash almost completely. I know you have to look out for yourselves too, but he visibly struggled to get the next sentence out. Could you and your group perhaps give us some supplies? A difficult question. Our own food supply was also running low. I'm responsible for my people and only my people. I'm sorry, but I can't help. I'll see what we can spare. I actually do think we have enough to spare because of the village, so I'll see what we can spare. Alright. I'll see what we can spare, I promised him. Infinite relief was written on his face and posture, even though shame was still visibly weighing on him. He thanked me with a few words, but noticeably from the bottom of his heart, and promised to repay me appropriately for this generous act in the future. Oh no. Okay, grateful removed. Okay. We have found the deserter, Herr Unteroffizier. He surrendered without resistance, and let us take him back to camp. When we handed him over to the Feldgener Army, the lieutenant looked as if he would have liked to strangle the man with his bare hands. High prestige added. Maybe he'll give us a less dangerous mission to do. But, oh no. I think it's time for the attack. Gather your men, Herr Unteroffizier. We're marching into battle. Her major is giving us the opportunity to prove ourselves. Time to drive the French out of their trenches. Okay. Is there anyone else to talk to? Oh, there we go. Your first assignment, Herr Unteroffizier. I'll give you what you need. Ammunition, bandages, grenades. I'll issue to them before every march to the front. Good lookout there. Okay, there we go. We got 3 grenades and large amounts of ammunition. Alright, I guess it's time for the attack. Okay, so if they survive, they'll develop special abilities to help him and his group. Okay. This battle will be decided by our artillery. Your orders are to work your way into one of the well-protected covers in front of the enemy trench. Hold out there. As soon as the artillery comes to a standstill, attack immediately and finish off the rest. Understood? Oh gosh, we have to sneak in front of the trench line. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Alright. I'd like to advance. Almost no danger. Yeah, that gets us closer. We need to move that way. Yeah, we'll start marching that way. Okay. Let's see, so that's German troop, that's a French troop, and they're suppressed. Almost no danger. Actually, let's take that crater just in case. I know it's saying there's no danger, but well, we might be able to just follow. Yeah, because that will lead to a hill we have to climb. Move just straight ahead. We're gonna follow behind the German troop. Oh. Okay. I think we can probably advance there. Okay, I see the French. Yeah, no. I think we're clear to advance. Let's keep moving up ahead. Because so far we're still in craters. Alright. Can we... If we hold position... No, we can't. Let's see. Unknown danger. Unknown danger. I think that's the safer position. Or what about there? Almost no danger? That's the better option. Just move from crater to crater. Oh, that's a machine gun. Her under-officer, hold this position at all costs until you receive further instructions. Don't let the French get too close and you won't have any problems. Okay. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Her under-officer, we're being suppressed. Should we stay down or shoot back? Very low danger, but suppressed by machine gun fire. Can we move? I think that one's the better option. That'll get us to better cover. So move that way. Get us into an actual frontline trench. Oh. Okay, so there's French troops over there. Let's see. Fire on sight or suppress. So we don't need to suppress these guys. They're too far. What about these guys? They're also too far. So these are our closest ones. We're gonna suppress them. So this guy is trained in shooting. This guy is out of breath, which is not ideal. He's okay. Let's see. Clumsy. No. There. These three will suppress those guys. Let's just hold up on ammunition. We'll just keep these guys suppressed. Okay, so looks like the German armies are moving closer. Okay. Fix rifle jam. My rifle is jammed. Okay, fix her under-officer. Let an... I don't think equipment. Thank you. You are right. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hold on. This guy was practicing earlier. There, you fixed the rifle jam. Okay, so they're all suppressed. I think we're good for now. We can just stay down. Or, hold on, they're up. So we'll open fire at these guys. There we go. He's got manual. There we go. Okay. We just want to keep as many French troops suppressed as we can. Okay, it looks like more German forces are massing. Luckily. Okay. I got Ackerman's rifle working in her Unteroffizier. Excellent. Alright. So those guys can't be suppressed. These guys, I think, are suppressed. We still have considerable ammunition. Let's see here. Let's suppress these guys. So there we go. We'll just keep them suppressed. Doesn't seem like anyone's been hit so far. On either side. Except for maybe that artillery. That should suffice. The French cannot defend themselves against this artillery barrage. Attack. Storm the trenches. For Kaiser and Fatherland. Okay. So we need to advance. Moderate danger. Take the new trench. Low danger. And grenade range. I think that's the best route to go. Covering fire for the moment. Attentive. He might be good. Yeah, and this guy's slow, so we'll put him on covering fire while the others advance. So yikes, this is a really bad place for cover. There are new orders. You are to take prisoners and escort them back to the trench. We need information about enemy lines as quickly as possible. So this task takes top priority. Okay, let's see. Take prisoners. Return to troop. Let's see. Yeah, this is not a good position. So what does this position have? Low cover. Can we throw a hand grenade? I'm a little concerned. Because these two are gonna attempt to move up. So they're the German troop. I feel like these guys, or they might be worse. So this is a high risk. So yeah, let's have all three of them suppress these guys. And hope that goes well. I think this is gonna have to do. Or actually, what does fire on sight do? Yeah, let's see if that works. Oh shoot. Did the troops move up? There they go. Oh, the old man still hasn't made it. We're under officer, we're being suppressed. Should we stay down or shoot back? Okay, Ackerman. I'm hit, I'm bleeding. Help, I need help. Okay. Clumsy, very that won't do. Oh, this guy's the one who... Oh, shoot. Extreme danger, that's not good. Significant danger. High danger. Oh, there's just no good cover here. Move to next cover. No. Hold. High danger. Significant. 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 Low danger. No, we can't retreat either. We need first aid. So he's compassionate. He might be the best one to try it. Hopefully the suppression ends. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Germans are... Oh, the Germans are in. It seems like we made it. We hardly have any cover, her under officer. We should get out of here. What's his good physical condition? He seems okay, actually. Grazed head. The soldier was lucky. The bullet only grazed his skin. It left a long trench-like wound, but it did not penetrate the body. Yeah, he's gonna have to stay in the fight. I stopped Ackerman's bleeding, her under officer. It looks like he won't have to go to the field hospital. Okay, so... Significant danger. They've got good cover. Moderate danger. That's probably what we need to do. Because this is significant danger. They're gonna get us if we do that. So... Alright. Into the trench. Oh gosh. Okay. Someone else got hit too. 2 people got hit. Cumberbunt got wounded from... Cumberbunt was wounded on the way here. We have to help him. Schmidt-Bauer, we were able to defend our position in melee here, under officer. The attackers are retreating. Okay. Can we throw a grenade? I think we can. Throw hand grenade. I think we probably want Schmidt-Bauer to throw the grenade. Get Cumberbunt into our cover. Slow, okay. Let's get this guy. And then we'll fire on sight for these 2. Or, yeah. This will have to do, I think. It's not a great position, but let's see how it goes. Oh. You hit some of them. Guys, the French troops are just walking by you. Nope, okay then. Ha, the enemy is withdrawing. Hold the line and make sure the French don't change their mind. Let's see. Almost no danger. Let's see. There we go. Cumberbund will heal. Let's see. I placed the grenade perfectly, her under officer. I'm sure we've taken out a few of them. Excellent. Got one, her under officer, right when he left cover. I see let's get into the trench line, I guess. Yeah, I also want to grab this guy. So we'll move into the trenches. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Seems like we're taking it, though. Surrender. Where is this guy? Return to troop. Oh, there we go. Oh, Merde. Ne me fates pas de mal. Don't shoot, please. Je me rends, je abandonne. About prisoner. We can also search him for equipment. Oh shoot. That one we don't need. Let's see here. Escort the prisoner. Think he'll be good to do that. I think he'll probably need covering fire. Or maybe both of them will need covering fire. There we go. That'll work. Let's try to get our people back. Alright, so we got a prisoner. Okay, let's see here. I think he's... Actually, I don't know where he is. Oh, he's right there. Do we need covering fire for him? Yeah, and we can move the rest. I don't think he'll need much. He's kind of far out, so we're going to keep advancing. Okay. Let's see what we got going here. Fire at troop from flank. Let's see. German troop. Okay, so yeah, we just need to finish driving them out. So, I think this guy's probably best. Yeah, let's see if we can drive these French guys out. Oh. Oh, I think we got one. We showed them we are victorious. 3 hurrahs for the Kaiser. Alright. So we drove out the enemy soldiers. Her under officer, the Frenchman is finished. Good, one less of them. Okay. What do we need to do? Take prisoners. Okay, we're gonna try and rush him. Yeah. Because I want another prisoner to bring back to camp. So, hopefully we can grab this one French dude. Cool. You actually successfully got him. Alright. Does seem like the French have completely evacuated the field, though. I think that one French guy just got struck directly by an artillery shell. Anyway, let's see. Do not shoot, please. I give up. Okay, let's return him to the trench. Take... Oh, the old man. I'm about to fall over. I've no strength left. Okay, let's see here. We're going to have... Well, actually, let's see here. Hold on, who do we need to suppress? Because there's French troops over there. French over there. They're probably the biggest threat over there, so... Oh, we're missing a person. Okay, we'll just fire on sight instead. Yeah, that'll work. So... let's see. So they're retreating, or not really retreating, they're, you know, advancing. Take prisoners back to camp in 3. Enemies on the flank. There are French troops here that we can grab, I suppose. Where is... Too much running. Okay, so he's still taking a breather. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna retreat back to there. Capture a few more French. Okay, let's see. What do they have to say? Maybe. Okay, so... We don't really need to do anything for him. Oh, but we can give him first aid. And we'll just have this guy keep shooting, because that's what he's good at. Then again... Yeah, I don't really think we need equipment. Oh, wait, does this need 2? Yeah, okay, we'll have him just search then. There we go. But I think, all things considered, this has gone very well. I actually was expecting it to go a lot worse. Let's see here. The prisoner had a hand grenade as well as ammunition. I took everything he had on him. Cool. Her under officer, I have stopped his bleeding. Okay. Now we can take him. Return to the trench. Let's see here. And that's gonna go like that. So I think we should be clear. Yeah, okay. So we got one more prisoner. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with how that went. 3 prisoners, and we took the trench. Task failed. Take prisoner. What do you mean, task failed? I grabbed 3. Okay. Sure, I guess. The duty of an under-officer is not to win the battle, but to follow orders. Even in defeat, Lieutenant von Karsbrook acknowledges good effort. How did I... I'm very confused about how I considered that a failure, but regardless, since the battle ends there, I'm actually going to end the video here as well. So if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. If you didn't, comment down below you know better, and I will see you guys in the next video.